They tell me I'm live, but I closed off chat. So if any of you come on, thank you for being here. I'm kind of a mess. I'm frazzled. The last 2 days have been insane. Um, During the summer, for those of you that don't know, I live a graveyard life. So if you've ever worked graveyard, you know what a graveyard shift is, which I'm sure all of you do. I've worked many of those throughout my life. And because, especially as I get older, um, the heat here in Golden Valley and Mojave Valley in this area is very difficult on me. Anything over 85, and I'm starting to warm up way too much, and anything over 95, and I get massive headaches from the heat. I get migraines. So, and it happens within 10 minutes. I mean, it's like, hello, and I'm not going away. So, being I'm the one that takes care of all these horses, I can't be having that happen. So it's very difficult. And I sleep through the day instead of sitting in my home, my trailer, and going crazy because I know the sun's up and I should be able to go outside and do something and work with the horses and get things done around the ranch, but I can't. So I said, mess that. So living this kind of lifestyle, when I do this, I get up. Well, let's see, when do I get up? I try to get up. It ranges depending on what's going on and what I have to do, any errands I have to run, etc. I go to bed between. When do I go to bed? I don't even know. I go to bed. I try to be in bed between 6 a.m. and at the very, very latest 9 a.m. So there's like a 3-hour window there, and then I'm up by. When am I up by? Between 2 and 5. Because then I got to get ready to feed, etc. And so when something happens, like a friend needs to go to the doctor and they're having a procedure, so they need somebody to drive back or something like that, or got to take care of something in the daytime. I just can't do it in the morning or in the early evening, late afternoon. It's imagine going to bed and sleeping 4 hours and getting up and doing 4 hours worth of whatever, and then coming home and getting 4 hours worth of sleep, and then you can't sleep because you're supposed to be up. So you wake up after 2 hours, and then it's like, oh my God. And then you do whatever to try and get tired again and take care of other things and yada, 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 yada. And that's how it's been for the last 2 days. Now, the good part is this. The great part is that I was able to help somebody I care about, with a doctor's appointment. And the other great part is that Diamond, one of our rescues, she has been adopted and she went to her new home today. They've been spending a ton of time getting everything ready, fixing, making sure the fence is right, making sure everything is safe, putting up a shelter, fixing feeders, yada, yada, yada. Because there's a lot of yada. And a lot of money goes into that as well. And these people have been amazing. They're just doing everything they can to do it right. And you may know her. Her name is Barb Harmon. She's done everything. She's jumped through every hoop I've thrown at her. And I couldn't be happier than that. And her and Diamond are just inseparable. Diamond goes to her. It's just amazing to watch the two of them. They were meant to be together. So, yay! She has a new home, and I couldn't be happier for her. Diamond is the Black Arabian that we rescued from a starvation case that is still ongoing. So that's a success. We also update on Ginger real quick. She has someone, I believe, in the Phoenix area. I really haven't asked where she's at yet because we haven't gotten through enough things. I need to do some videotaping for her of Ginger. So beautiful things are happening on the rescue front, which is great. It's great. Now, I'm going over the top, and I'm sharing this with you first. All of our CHH VIP supporters on Facebook and our Facebook group. This is a special group, private group, just for you guys. And because you've been there with us, you've either supported us in a monetary way or in a volunteer way or both, or, you've helped share messages and postings and you've done beautiful things for us. And so we appreciate you, and we want you to know things up front first because you deserve to know first. So I'm hemming and hawing. I know I'm going on. Please be patient with me. Don't go anywhere, okay? Just don't. Don't go anywhere. I'm still in the surreal mode, and I haven't had the time. This is why I told you what happened. Because of everything, Diamond just got done a couple hours ago going home when it cooled off, and a couple of volunteers were good enough to provide their trailer and their time to take her over there because Gail's trailer went. So we're working on getting that fixed. I haven't had time to check my bank account. Something's been going on for a while now. We applied for one of the loans that the government has been offering for the COVID disaster. And a lot of people are like, well, how did that affect you? It affected us hard because our donations, and understandably so, they tanked. And every nonprofit is going through this right now. It's very difficult. One of the ways that we raise money for our bagged senior feed, which is at least $100 a month, depending on how many are getting bagged feed at that time. Well, it's it's more than $100 a month because we also use pelleted alfalfa, and we have reasons we do that. So anyway, one of the ways that we raise money for that is by setting up at Tractor Supply every other week. And yeah, that has been for a while now, so that really hurt. It's all hurt, everybody's gotten, for the most part, most people have been hurt by this financially. So it's hurt us a lot. Luckily for us, they put out the possibility of what they call the EIDL, and it's a disaster loan, and it has environmental blah, 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 disaster loan. And it has to do specifically with COVID-19. The day after they put it out, we found out, yes, nonprofits were allowed to apply for it. So we did. It was a very simple application, thank the gods. But we had to do, we had to supply certain information, tax returns, etc., that hopefully all of you nonprofits out there are keeping track of, because if you are, and I hope you are, because that's what you're legally supposed to do. Hint, hint, hint. If you've got all that stuff up to date, they've reopened it again. Go do it. Okay. Now we put in for a certain amount, something I never expected. It's been almost 2 months. I've gotten hold of them a couple of times. You can get hold of them, which is great. You have your case number, la, la, la. And I'm just over the top. I'm really over the top. Yes, get to the point. I know, we got it, obviously. Obviously, I'm having a blah, blah, blah. We got it. We were offered a certain amount and we got our loan. That loan is just that. It's a loan. Okay. They've made it very simple for many of us. The percentage is almost like crazy. It's crazy not to go for it. Even for a nonprofit, if you guys are thinking of doing a nonprofit or you have one, please apply for this loan. Even if it's a small amount, so that you can, pay it back over time and show that you're worthy and that you've been given a loan. You were able to get a business loan and it helps you with your future grants. Well, that's one of the reasons that I did this as well. Some people have said, don't tell anybody because your donations are going to tank. They've already tanked. Well, nobody's going to donate again. Okay, this isn't an end-all solution. However, you're always hearing me say, you've always heard me say that I am open and upfront with everything. And our financials are open to the public anyway. If you ask for them, we have to provide them. Now, that doesn't mean every little single purchase and everything, but the main financials, every nonprofit is supposed to provide those to you. So I'm here to tell you, and probably at best judgment against people that are worried about people going, oh, they're good forever. Not yet. We received a loan for $19,000. Now, let me tell you why that's pushing me over the top. $10,000 is going straight to feed for a year. I can't tell you how awesome that feels to know that for the first time in 3.5 years, I don't have to beg for feed money anymore. We don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about the sanctuary horses going hungry. We part of that feed bill is also going towards a small amount of what I've always told you guys. If we can't take care of the sanctuary horses, we can't take care of people that need hay. You know, if somebody needs hay, I can't take it out of the sanctuary horses' mouths. And yet, that has been one of our, that's one of our main goals. It's one of our main missions, is to be able to help you guys that are in temporary need. And a lot of times that's all it takes. We had a lady in Kingman a couple of years ago. She needed 2 bales of hay to get her over. That was it. But if she didn't get those 2 bales of hay, those horses were going to go hungry, and she didn't know what she was going to do. That's one of our goals. That's our mission, is to do that, to offer assistance. We're an outreach, for a place for people to reach out to. So, and we're working on a lot of different things. Now, I want to thank you. I don't want to get into too much detail on everything else going on. I'll make that a separate video for a different time. This is opening up doors for us. We are of age, meaning the company is of age, the nonprofit, to finally apply for a grant. We are not doing volunteer grant people because we've had people offer before and life got in the way and they weren't able to follow through with it. So we will be hiring a grant writer that is experienced and has had a positive in receiving grants so that we can go after a bigger grant. Now, I will say this, our youth program, our Equine Assisted Life Agility youth program, it's already in swing. The marketing, the money needed for marketing, it's now there. This is so surreal for me, but it's there now. Okay. So you're going to start seeing ads out. You're going to start seeing a lot of that. Now, this isn't going to happen literally overnight because I'm sorry, but you have to sleep. I have to sleep. And it takes time to put all these things together. You got to put your budgeting together, your budgeting plan and all of that. We have a lot of things going on you'll be updated about, but the number one first thing is taking care of a year's worth of feed, and that's being done. And we couldn't have got here without you guys. I couldn't have done this without you guys. We've had opposition, as every nonprofit does, especially animal welfare. You have opposition forever. It is what it is. You put a target on your back, and some of you can't understand. I didn't understand it till I got involved. A couple of friends of mine said, "You realize this is what you're doing?" And I said, "Bring it on. I'm tough. I can take it. Bring it." I didn't realize how difficult it was going to be. And I can remember each time when I got very close to giving up, because what a lot of you don't know, and I can say this now because I don't have to think about it anymore, I sacrificed more than anybody will ever know. And I don't expect everybody to believe it. I don't care anymore if they believe it. I'm not worried about what people think of us anymore to that extent, where I wouldn't stand up for us. No, I won't do that. We're not getting pushed around by people anymore because I don't care what you think. And that means the people that hear about what's going on, I don't care what they say anymore. I make sure that I do what I say we're going to do. Our board makes sure we do what we say we're going to do. And people choose to believe or not believe. It's the way it is. You can't make everybody happy, and God knows I'm not going to do it. So, that said, and out of the way, this is proof. We were accepted for a loan. They're not just handing out the money. You have to apply for it. They do look into you. They want to know you're legitimate. They want to know all of that. So this is a huge stepping stone for us. It's a pat on the back that everything I've let go of has been worth it. A lot of you don't realize that 6 months after I started CHH and incorporated, my pickup, the driveline of my pickup went down. And this is after I let go of a job that I was taking almost $2,000 a month home from. I didn't do it so I could beg for money every day, I can tell you. And it's been a challenge, and it took a very individual person that is used to not asking for help and relying on herself, period, to accept humility. And wow, it's been rough. It's been rough for me. But because of having that type of personality, I've also been tenacious as hell about making sure that I'm refusing to quit. I've cried, I've yelled, I've screamed, and I'm sure I'll do some more. But this is opening up many doors for us, including making the Equine Assisted Life Agility Program for teens and at-risk youth between 14 and 17, from 14 through 17, a true reality. Being able to get our agility equipment now and get it built, and you'll see all the extras that are happening that are going into CHH, not Mickey. So there's something else going on as well on the personal side. And I'll share that with my friends, those of you that are my friends later. But so if you're wondering, oh, she could be using that money for herself. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you think anymore. Don't care. I love you guys. I thank you for believing in our cause. I thank you for caring about what happens to the horses in our county, because we're not just about our county. My 10-year projection was to get us known nationwide. We're at 3.5 years. We're right on track. We are right on track. Thank you so much. I love you, each and every one of you. Get going on that $1. Listen, by the end of this year, I want to see that 2020 monthly $1 donors through the CHH automatic. You don't miss it. And I'm going to be interviewing a couple people that are doing it, that are local. And so you understand, because they thought the same, wow, what's the point? I donate $20. I donate $25. Who cares about the other? This is, when somebody does that, you see that amount come in every single month. And these kids, for us to be able to give grants to children to take our course, that's going to take money. And we have to pay this loan back. I'm going to keep reminding you, we got to pay the loan back. Okay, it's a loan. So, and we don't have our grant yet. So we still need your support. But we're going to be above water so that your money is going to go to different things besides that. There's still teeth to be taken care of. A lot of the horses are going to get vetted here real soon in heavy ways that they need to be caught up on. We're taking care of some old bills, some vet bills, etc. It's a beautiful thing. It's going to go fast. It does. But it's going to last. It's going for what it's supposed to go for. And you're going to watch that happen. And it's because of you. It's because of you. And I thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. And I say, keep watching and get your butt on there and do that $1 a month, because you won't miss it. I promise you that. You will not miss it. You can cancel it anytime. Go to the website. And caringheartsforhorses.org. You know where it's at. I'll see you guys later. I love you. We're at 19 minutes. Yeah, I'm cutting it short. We're not going to go 30 minutes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Never stop believing. Mwah. Well, I'm going to pause you.